So thank you again, guys, for joining. Obviously, we're talking about AI today again, because this is a never-ending cycle of new technology, and we're excited. It seems like every day I think I walk into Abby's office and I'm like, hey, you have to check out these 3 or 4 or 10 things. And systematically we go through them and eliminate, hey, this one doesn't work, or it's not up to par, or this one costs too much, because it's leapfrog innovate, right? We'll find a technology that we think is great, and then 2 weeks later I'm like, hey, this one's even better. And so we end up finding that a lot of the time. Lisa also said can't hear. She's trying to figure it out. Make sure that you have your audio. I'll let somebody else throw that in the chat. Make sure your audio is turned on. Make sure.
I know both Lisa and Donna, I think, are streaming it for our offices here. So there might be a problem with the TV that you guys are using, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, computer audio.
Okay. Let's go ahead and dive in. We're at 10:02. This will be recorded if you guys are coming in late. Obviously, you'll be able to watch the replay. But again, thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and dig in. So the very first thing that I want to talk about, because I need to actually share my screen. That would be helpful.
I was going to say that for a second.
The very first thing that I want to talk about is, and I know we have some people on here that are not real estate agents, so I'll get this one out of the way first. But I think a lot of people struggle with, what do I say? How do I get information out to the public? And you have a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips with RPR. Go ahead, and Abby, I'll let you monitor the chat.
Okay.
Let me know that you can, in fact, see my screen.
I can.
I'm on RPR now, so great. But you've got some really cool options and a lot of cool data within RPR to share with the public. The problem is, unless you're performing and doing CMAs on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, or going in and finding these reports, you're not actively sharing that information. So you are the local expert, and I think it's with the help of AI, it's really easy to share that information. So I'm going to go up here to research and go over to neighborhood search. And I'm just going to type in Yellow Springs. All right, so we click on search. And you can see here, it shows me the key details. 3.1 months of inventory, 97.2% of list to sold price, 21 median days in RPR, and a median sale price of $440,000. So unless you're publishing this, and people are kind of lazy, I say that lovingly, but we are just inherently, we want somebody else to give us the data. I know Rob Wolf, I don't know if he's watching or not, but shares insights every week with us via text message. And at first he was sending out links to all this data that he had with market charts and bonds and everything that I didn't understand. I wanted him to dumb it down for me. And so you can share this stuff on social, but the consumer wants you to dumb it down for them as well. They want to hear it from you as the trusted expert. And so if you saw here, I clicked on create script. So RPR has actually integrated ChatGPT into their data. And it's super easy for me to go in here and say, okay, I want a conversational tone. I want this targeted towards buyers and sellers. You can choose buyers or sellers if you want. Depends who your message is towards. But then create video script. So it's using AI to generate that video script. We'll give this just a second. AI is always slow when we're on webinars.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa raised her hand. Lisa, I can see your hand. Let's see. But go ahead and throw it in the chat if you have a question. We're going to lower that. All right. Going back here. So it created this video script for me. You can see intro music. It actually shows like transitions. It tells me when to talk. And it created an entire video script for me to basically read in front of a camera like I'm doing now, and post that on social media. But I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. I'm going to copy this script, and I'm going to actually open a new tab. We're going to go over to ChatGPT, and we're going to paste that. Oh, my Zoom bars are all over my chat GPT. I can't see. Okay. So we're going to post that in here. And you can, the problem is this isn't the voice that I would normally talk in. And I'm throwing Abby for a loop because this isn't what I'm going off script. But let's go over here. He doesn't know what to do with that. All right. So I'm going to go over to another chat GPT window that I have open, and I've created a style guide. So I took a bunch of emails, or actually one of my Tech with Ty emails, and said, create a style guide based on my writing style of these emails. And so this is the voice that I talk in. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go over to chat GPT. It's writing that. And yeah, you can see just because I pasted it, it says this is a slightly modified version, but I'm going to say rewrite in the following style. Paste that in there. It actually cut that one off for some reason. Okay, here we go. Here's the full style guide. I must have stopped it for some reason. All right. There we go. Okay, which does not directly correlate with style guide provided. Like rewrite, okay. Provide relevant guidelines related to real estate. No, just rewrite the script. One of the things that we have found is that the output that you receive with ChatGPT is 100% dependent on what you put into it.
Mm-hmm. Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out. No,
Saying
just rewrite the
goes.
script with that tone and style. There you go. So now it's rewriting that in a way that I would talk. I wouldn't say in a shooting attorney. You still have to proofread this stuff. But so I've created an entire script that I then went and recorded a video. And Abby, do you want to take over?
Yeah, here, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here.
So I recorded that video script. And Abby has it for editing.
Yeah, so obviously first step, can you see my screen shared? Okay, so obviously when you're filming a video, you write the script first, you start filming it, and once you're done filming it, I would say one of the biggest priorities should be your audio. Audio is one of the most important things with video. If your audio is not good, like 90% of the time your video is going to be turned off. I think it's even more important than the actual lighting of a video. So one of the softwares that we use that I absolutely love is called Descript. So it's DE script. And I don't remember how much was it per month, Tyler?
I'll drop it in the chat. There's actually a link for I think quite a bit off. We paid 6 months up front, but I think got it for like $40 or something like that.
And honestly, it's well worth it, I think. I don't even use other aspects of Descript. I simply use it for audio only, and I think it's phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little clip here that Tyler filmed yesterday. And keep in mind, like, he didn't use a microphone. He didn't use anything. He was just filming this off of his iPhone. So I'm going to play it with, first I'll show you. So if you click on the video here, you can see to the right, there's a audio effect called Studio Sound. And right now I have it toggled on. And I will say it does take, like, this video in particular is about 1.5 minutes long, and it took probably 5 to 10 minutes for the studio sound to kick on. So if you have a longer video, like 20 minutes, it will probably take a good 20 minutes as well to get the studio sound on, but it's well worth it. So I'll go ahead and toggle it on and then off so you can clearly see the difference between the audio. Let me see here.
This figure is essential for both buyers and sellers to understand the dynamics of the market. Now let's talk about the trend over the last 12 months. There's been a significant increase of 55% in the months of supply of inventory.
So I don't know if you guys heard that clearly, but it just really helps the audio sound as if like he has a microphone, but he obviously doesn't. This was just filmed off of an iPhone, and all you have to do is just toggle that button on, and it, like, AI just goes in and just filters out any background noise. You can also go in here and delete likes and ums if you want to as well. But again, highly recommend this. Super easy to use. But after you get the audio done, you'll just save the video, and then we like to go in and put it into this software called Video. And let me pull that up. Which if you've been on these webinars before with us, we have talked about video before. And again, I can't recommend it enough. Let me see. So let's say you have like a 20-minute video or like an interview video that you have and you want to upload it and make it into smaller clips. So all you would do after you get on video on the homepage, you would import the video here. For time purposes, I already imported a video just because I don't want to make you guys sit here as I import a video.
It does take
But
a
you just click
while.
the video.
Hey, Abby, can you make that full screen for everyone?
Oh yeah, sorry. Is that better?
Yep.
Move that bar out of the way. And let me move us to somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like we're searching around with our mouse, but it's really just moving the zoom tools out of the way.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess you can't see that part, but yeah, I'm just moving us out of the way so I can see. So yeah, once you put in, like, I think this video in particular was about 25 minutes long. I imported it and it will literally give you, let me see if I can click and scroll. Like there's probably, I think, at least 15 clips here. And it'll even give you a score on what is likely to trend and do better on social media. But if you take these 15 clips and upload them to even like 5 or however many platforms you want to upload to, that's 50 pieces of content right there. Like that's incredible. And I don't even have to go through and chop it up myself. It does it all for me. And I just can't recommend video enough. It has subtitles on there. It has different editing tools you can use and you can play around with it, or I can upload videos later on, kind of a tutorial on how to use this, but it's fantastic. I use it every single day. So.
And how much did that cut down just on your workflow of editing videos? I mean, that was a longer video, so 30 minutes, I think, on that one. But it created 25 shorts. How long would that take you to create manually?
Oh God, I would say probably like a couple hours, I would say. Because I mean, when you're picking out, and it'll pick, and that's why I like this software in particular so much, because it'll pick actual clips that I know are going to be very catchy and catch someone's attention. Like it just doesn't pick them at random. It actually selects them based off of what is being said in the video. So typically before I use this, I would have to sit there and watch like the 20-minute video at least like 2 times through. So there's like an hour right there. And then I'd have to sit there and think, okay, what do I think people are going to find intriguing? And then dissect those into smaller clips. Whereas this just does it all for me. So that's at least a couple hours, I would say.
And we used a couple different tools. I mean, I've tried Opus. I know that's a popular one. And then what was the other one that we tried to begin with? Do you remember what it was called? Get Munch.
Oh, it's called Munch.
Yep.
Get Munch. Yeah, that one wasn't as good. Again, it didn't select videos that I thought would be catchy enough to draw attention to them. So that's why I like this one so much, is because it really does select clips that I know people are going to find catchy and want to watch. The other one, it just kind of did it at random.
Well, and we've shared we've shared it with
Sorry,
our
my
the Tech with Ty before. The stats for our video and social media reactions or views has grown from, prior to doing shorts, we were 2,000 to 4,000 views per month, and once we started integrating shorts and reels, we're hitting right about 50,000. I haven't seen the latest stats, but about 50,000 views a month by just implementing this one little tip. So again, you can take these shorts and post them on Instagram Reels and Facebook and YouTube Shorts and LinkedIn and all these different places. You can email them to your clients. And so you could create, a longer form video using that RPR script. The content's done for you, and then use a teleprompter app like Big View or Smart Prompter. There's a bunch of different ones. Pick whatever one you want. And there's free versions, there's paid versions. But yeah, it literally, you see your video on the screen and the text shows up right there in front of you. So it's super easy to use. And I mean, that's using AI to streamline the entire process. All right, so let's dig back in. I just shared.
We've used tons of like video softwares before. And again, like video is by far the best one I've used. And we've used at least like 10 other ones before.
Yep.
It's like, can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, so sorry, I've got too many tabs open now. But yeah, and you use Descript to do the audio. You use video to create the shorts, and then you use CapCut, I think, for some smaller edits.
Yeah, and I will say CapCut is made by TikTok, so I really like the title pop-ups that you can add on there. I think it's super user friendly. And I believe it's free to use unless you want to use like the pro version, but CapCut is definitely the new editing software that I'm using the most by far.
So one of the questions that we get all the time is, how do you keep up with all of this stuff? Because there's new stuff coming out every day, and I'm going to share my screen here. One of the sites that I visit all of the time is called Future Tools. Let's see if my screen will pop up. There we go. So on Future Tools, this is a site by Matt Wolf, and he does incredible videos on AI every week. I've talked about him in Tech with Ty before, but this is his website, and you can search for AI detection. You can see aggregators, prompt guides, text to video. There's a lot of different stuff in here. You can even go in here and search, and this is updated every day. So you can go in here and say, okay, let's look for real estate. There's 16 of 2,277 tools. Photo editor AI, we've talked about. Realty Genius, I've talked about. StyleDot, we've used. So there are just a number of tools that you can find in here. So check out Future Tools if you're looking for a specific, hey, I need a tool to do X. You're going to find it in here. And if you don't know what you're even looking for, ask ChatGPT. The other day I was trying to merge CSV files because I had two different files that I wanted in the same one. And I just asked ChatGPT how to do it. And it gave me the exact guide and websites, because you can now search with Bing to do that. You can see I've got in here, actually it disappeared. When we were on the demo, when we were practicing this morning, I had the photo button show up, but it has since disappeared. Let me do one more refresh. Because we've used different AI tools to, describe a photo, and ChatGPT just announced, I think yesterday, and it went live for a bunch of people this morning, that you could drag and drop a photo. You can have voice or music analysis. So they're just building on it every single day. And I think that's huge. If you're looking to describe something, we've done that in the past. And there's a number of plugins that you can use too. You can see if I go to new chat, these are some of the plugins that I use in ChatGPT. Browse with Bing is huge. Let's go to plugins. AI SEO repurposer, do not use it. It is awful. We tried it yesterday, and it just gave me absolute garbage. Canva's huge. YouTube summaries, I really like this one, and that's the one I'm going to show you here in a second. AI PDF, I've talked about in the past. It's really cool. It will actually analyze a PDF and give you the key. Like I talked about it in Tech with Ty. This could replace, creating a contract timeline. It'll give me the important dates of the contract. Obviously, I didn't upload because I'm concerned about privacy. I didn't upload a real contract. I did a sample one, but it worked flawlessly. Word Cloud creates one of those cool word graphics for you. Zillow has removed theirs. We've talked about that in the past. And then you've got Scene Splain. So I will show this one because we've talked about it in the past. This is Scene Splain. If I go over here and I say explain an image, let me just go to realtor.com and find anything. Let's go to recommended homes. I can take this photo. We're going to say copy image address, and too many tabs open again. Describe this photo. We'll give this a second. This does take, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. I asked Chat and Bard for the best AI tools for real estate agents to use, and they both told me Zillow and Realtor and Redfin AI. I wouldn't recommend anything else, LOL. Oh, okay. I've got an issue with the image format, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. It does a really good job. Let me just see if I can find home photo. Let's see if I can find a JPEG. Copy link address. It might not work. Let's see if this is a JPEG. It's not. All right, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but Scene Splain is really cool for, hey, I need really great, I've got a super unique property like the one that I did on the demo. was a wooded lot with a pool and a wraparound driveway, and it gave me an amazing description. So I know a lot of agents are using ChatGPT for their descriptions. Be careful on that. I've seen some really, really bad ones and some that violate fair housing laws. So be very, very careful using ChatGPT for that. Make sure they're proofreading things. Okay, the other one that I mentioned just a second ago, we talked about, hey, how do you find all these tools? It's really hard to keep up with this stuff. I mentioned Matt Wolf, so I'm going to go over to YouTube and look up Matt Wolf. There we go. So his title is his @ symbol is MRE Flow. Got 160 videos and they're all AI related. If you guys didn't see this one the other day, Meta just blew everyone's minds. The new AI glasses coming from Ray-Ban and Meta are
Those are very cool.
super cool. Not only are they able to live stream with 1080p, which is way better than the last resolution, but it's going to be multimodal, which means, I know that sounds like super nerdy, but what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to integrate with Meta's AI and see what you're seeing. So if you want to learn how to fix a plumbing issue, or you need to know what tool for the job you need, you can hit the button and it will tell you.
Hey, Tyler.
Yes. Yeah. I'm back.
I don't know if that helped. You sound better. For a second there, you're glitching.
Yeah, it just kicked me out completely. So let me go back over here. Go share screen. All right. So we were talking about Matt Wolf. I was talking about AI glasses being multimodal, meaning it can see what you can see, and it could even help you fix plumbing issues, or, hey, tell me more about this house. That's how I envision it, is it's describing what you're seeing, and it could even probably pull up past information that it finds from the internet.
Mm-hmm. A lot more versatile than I feel like the VR glasses that Apple.
Yeah, I think two totally different applications, but all right. So one of the ones that I really like, this task is how I automated everything. All my tasks using AI. I'm going to click on this video.
Email in your inbox.
I'm not going to, and I recommend watching this because it's 27 minutes, but it's really in depth on some really cool things. There's not only a ChatGPT plugin for this, but you can also use the Chrome extension. You can see it. It's called Autopilot. But I'm just going to use the ChatGPT version because I'm already in there. Well, I was in there. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. All right, so we're going to go to plugins, and I'm going to go down to make sure that you don't have multiple ones checked. I found that out the hard way. It doesn't know what to do. And I'm just going to say summarize. And it's going to take that 27-minute video and it's going to summarize the entire thing for me, because maybe I don't have time to watch that. And this is crazy.
I really wish they had this when I was in college. This
would
have made it so much easier.
There are hour-long webinars that I really want to attend. A lot of times their replay is on YouTube. And actually, the next tool that I'm going to talk about, I've talked about in the past. Yeah, for a more detailed summary, you can check it out here. So you get one per day. So find the webinar that you want, or the YouTube video that you want, summarize it. You can even have ChatGPT if you're looking for more content, if it's real estate related. I mean, let's go over to YouTube again. Talking about generating content. This one's great. I love BAM, mortgage demand plummets to lowest. He goes live every day. I could take that. I could say, hey, summarize this. I could have ChatGPT rewrite it in my own words. Now I've got more content. I don't even need to necessarily make a video about it. I can take that content and say, hey, turn that into a Facebook post. So let's go back one more time to ChatGPT. I'm going to go to the one that I just did. I'm going to say, we're going to keep the plugin on. That's fine. Turn this into a bite-sized Facebook post. And I love that ChatGPT does this every time. Exciting news. It's adding all the emojis, right?
Well, again, that's because you asked prior to add emojis, so it learns from what you're putting in.
Yep. So that's awesome. The other one, and I've talked about this one in the past too, but again, there are Zoom meetings from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every single day. And a lot of them I don't have time to hop on. But as long as that I have my calendar synced with it and it's on Zoom, actually this meeting should be, I'm hoping it worked. It's called Fireflies. Fireflies will hop on my Zoom meetings for me as my note taker. And it has really summarized so many meetings for me. I've got an example here of a meeting that I had with Lisa. Here's the transcript. Here's the meeting summary. Tyler and Lisa discuss strategies for maintaining contact with past clients and generating new business. Importance of regular email communication. Scroll down here. It even has chapters. Here are the notes. Lisa and Tyler discuss a topic related to sharing content online. They mentioned sending out regular emails to a letter of the alphabet every week and sending out the AI emails, which we'll get into in a second. Tyler advises Lisa to continue posting on Facebook and suggests shortening captions and breaking them up with the emojis to increase engagement. Yada, yada, yada. It even gave me action items. I sent this to Lisa afterwards and I was like, here's the recap of our meeting. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's absolutely incredible. AI did all this. And then here are the follow-ups. So fireflies.ai is a lifesaver for me. Again, this can get real expensive real quick. That's why we try to show a lot of the free tools. I posted in the chat earlier, using a company called Secret. You can get 6 months free. I think there's a membership fee or a one-time fee for Secret, but you get a lot of things for free that otherwise would be $30, $40 a month. So check that out for sure. Future tools I talked about already, Firefly AI. These are all lifesavers. This is how we're able to digest so much content, summarize it, and then I walk into Abby's office and say, hey, what about this one? So.
And then usually if it's worthwhile, we talk about in Tech with Ty. And if you guys don't know what Tech with Ty is, it's basically a weekly email that me and Tyler blast out every Thursday at around 2:00. It discusses technology, education, coaching, and then it has a how-to section. If you guys want to sign up for those weekly emails, I think they do that on Agent After Hours or?
Yeah, most of the agents that are on here already signed up for them. If you want to go to agentafterhours.com/blog, I'll drop that in the chat here in a second, but you can sign up for those emails as well. And those are 100% free. The Tech with Ty emails are afterhours.com/blog.
And again, we usually just discuss like new AI tools in the technology session or tech section that we are liking. We'll do current events. We'll again have a how-to section on how to do like different marketing aspects or just different items like that. So
I recently, as in like 2 days ago, just started a new Facebook group called AI Agent Academy. If you guys aren't a member of that yet, definitely sign up. Or request an invite and we'll get that over to you. It's 100% free. I just talked about this one last night, the YouTube summary for ChatGPT. Obviously we posted the webinar, but I'm going to be posting on there more often with just daily updates of new AI that I'm trying out. So definitely check that out. AI Agent Academy. And if you have tools that you use on AI, drop them in the chat. Would love to share them on here. And that's what this whole group is going to be based around. It's just a community full of sharing what tools are working for you and what's not. The last thing that I want to talk about, if you're looking for content, I've got an email list, or I'm sorry, AI email prompt list here. We have 52 weeks worth. Again, this is garbage in, garbage out, ChatGPT. This took some tweaking and still needs some tweaking. But you've got 52 weeks, and I had to ask it like 6 times to give me 52 weeks worth because it kept wanting to append it. But 52 weeks worth of emails to send to your clients. We've been doing this for a while now, and I think we've got a number of people on this webinar that are part of that beta. But we just launched, Abby, if you want to share your screen, We just launched this nationwide. So if you guys want to join and get emails delivered to you, because again, if I provide home maintenance tips for the start of the year, a homeowner's city and state, I want to, before you share your screen, Abby, I want to show why you can't trust ChatGPT. I just had it. My kids were asking me the other day how they were related to some of our cousins. Okay, so Dave and Esther are brother and sister. Dave has a daughter, yada, yada, yada. Scroll down, it gave me the answers that I was looking for. And I said, I don't think this one's correct. It said that Jessica's Owen's aunt. It said, oh, I apologize for the oversight. You're right. Jessica's Dave's daughter and Dennis is Esther's son. Dave and Esther are siblings. So thus Jessica's Dennis's first cousin and Owen's first cousin once removed. But originally said it was his aunt. So ChatGPT is not 100%. I don't know when it will be, but we monitor, and we really, Abby takes a lot of time making sure that those emails are correct. So we send out weekly emails that you can send to your clients, and the feedback has been absolutely amazing. I mean, just a touch to stay in touch with your client. And it's just about the community. It's about events going on. It's about home maintenance tips. It's not necessarily like, hey, here's today's update with the market. I would put that on social. I would do that once a month or once a quarter to your clients. They want useful information that's going to help them, which I think both of those do. But these are just little touches of useful household tips and upcoming events.
And here, I'll share my screen. I'm going to move some of the Zoom stuff out of the way really quick just so I can see the top here. So if you go to agentafterhours.com, we actually have a new item we're offering called Email Ninja, which basically every week we're going to send out emails either about like localized content, and it can be anywhere. So like when you sign up, it'll ask you where you're from, whether it's Atlanta, Georgia, New York City, like anywhere, and it'll cater to exactly where you're located at. So we'll blast out either like top 5 Halloween activities going on in your area, best places to get a cup of coffee. We'll also talk about current events, homeowner tips, kind of like Tyler was talking about. But the aspect of this that I really want to emphasize on is that it is localized content. I think that's so unique in terms of our AI emails, because again, you could be anywhere in the world and the email that we send to you is going to be catered towards where you live. So, and it'll depend also on the relevance of what's going on. Again, like I believe last week we did top 5 Halloween events coming up. We'll probably do some stuff around Christmas. So it is relevant to what's going on typically. But if you guys want to sign up for it, it is 50% off with AAH50. It's only $5 a month too. So very cool stuff there. I'm excited for this.
Yeah. Abby, can you, actually I can just throw it in the chat. We had somebody ask where is the link for this? So I will throw that in the chat right now.
And again, all you have to do, it takes 15 seconds to just copy and paste what we send you and put it into whatever email thing you're using, whether it's Constant Contact or whatever you're using, and you just send it out that way. So it'd take you like less than 30 seconds. Now you can tweak it if you want to. You can edit it based off of, I don't know if you have a best friend that owns a coffee shop and you want to throw her business in there, you can do that as well.
Lisa asks, is this what we get already? Yeah, if you guys were on part of the beta for this, we tested it for, gosh, as long as we've been doing Tech with Ty, so 37 weeks. Before we literally built a system that allows us to do this nationwide. So hired a developer, said, hey, we want this to integrate with ChatGPT. And Abby, if you can scroll down on that just a little bit. So there's just a couple of the responses we've got from agents that are using this. These are so good. Here's a festival season. This was just a few weeks back. But yeah, really cool system. If you guys are on the beta, don't need to sign up for this. By all means, you guys were a huge help in making sure that we knew what we were doing to get this out to you. But we have launched this nationwide. So if you guys are anywhere in the country, feel free to sign up. But enough sales pitch. We really appreciate you guys joining us today. If you guys have AI tools you want us to talk about, or if you have a need for an AI tool, let us know. Drop it in the Q&A or drop it in the chat, or head over to our Facebook group, AI Agent Academy. where we'll be posting a lot more info on upcoming AI tech.
Do you guys have any questions or anything or comments on AI? How you're feeling about everything?
Any tools for investors Airbnb? I've seen a couple. I haven't really dove into them. I do own an Airbnb down in Tennessee. So it definitely intrigues me. Most what I've seen has been very analytical with creating charts and graphs, but nothing that was I couldn't already get with like an AirDNA.
And I will say, I'll probably make a video about this later on, but Canva recently released a whole bunch of AI tools. So if any of you guys use Canva for design or video or anything, I'll probably be making a video probably today, because why not? Discussing all the new tools, because they just launched a lot of them today. So I'll make a video and post that on Agent After Hours. There's a lot of cool stuff on Canva too, just like editing photos and producing mass amounts of content. I'll kind of play around with it today and see what all they offer, but should be pretty exciting. I love Canva quite a bit, so I imagine I'll probably use their tools quite a bit too.
So one of the questions, or Lisa just said, thank you. After we play with it, we may have questions. By all means, we're here, answer any questions that you have. Devin asked AirDNA, do I use the free or the paid version? I actually use a competitor to that. Trying to think of what it's called at the moment. Let's see, AirDNA. It's like MashVisor is what I use. Because it gave me like the entire country of data, whereas AirDNA was very specific to a region. That's what I use. All new to me, very few agents use AI. You're seeing more and more agents starting to use AI. And I think the fear for a lot of agents, or at least the talk of media is, hey, is AI going to take over this, and this? You're even seeing attorneys that are integrating ChatGPT into their workflow. So I think there are certain things that will replace jobs, not attorneys, not agents, because we're in a relationship business. But it has made information abundant, right? It's at our fingertips. And so I think agents that use AI and adapt to it and adopt the technology are going to succeed, whereas agents that don't are going to have a lot harder time in the upcoming months, if not years, because it just makes so many different things easier at our fingertips. With it, Canva would love to know if it's possible to change a photo contact info on one template and change it across multiple different. Yes, Miranda, it absolutely is. I will send you, I don't know as we have, and we've got some time. Do you want to dig into that, Abby? Do you remember how to do that?
I was kind of messing around with it, but I don't know if I could give a tutorial quickly on it. I can show some of the different features that I was playing with, though, if anyone's interested with that.
I'll tell you what, we'll do a video on that. We'll post it in the AI Agent Academy on Facebook. We'll show you how to do that. Because yeah, you could have it replace, basically you import an Excel spreadsheet. So if you want to customize graphics for whether it's every agent in your office, all of your clients, it could be a very customized graphic where it replaces their name. I'm not sure about a photo, but a name and contact info. You could have that replaced on every Canva graphic automatically just by hitting a button. All right. Any other last second questions? Just signed up for the email and use the code. It shows 5, but my profile. Yeah, don't worry about that, Devin. That is what the price is. It is 10, but that 50% off code is for life. So don't worry about that at all. That's just the level of account, because we will have additional things in the future, planning for the future, because scaling is hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you have questions, you know how to find us. I'll drop my email in here. If you guys have any questions or want us to feature any kind of AI or technology or questions on things, just don't hesitate to reach out. But thank you again for joining. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, guys.